Good morning, my name is CJ and I come from Billingsgate Seafood Training School in London, and I've come down to Hastings this morning to show you some of the fishing boats here and how the fish is landed and how we take it up to London and how it gets into the supermarket. Behind me you can see some of the boats actually on the beach. They've been out fishing overnight and we're going to see the fish unloaded. We're going to see some of the boats coming in to the beach and how they get up the beach, how they take the fish off the boats and how they take it into market. One of the most important parts of our story today is looking at about sustainable fish and understanding what fish you should be eating. Because we don't understand as much about what goes under the sea as we understand about what's going on in land, we have overfished, and it's now known that there's certain fish that are not being caught in the same quantities that they used to be caught in because more has been taken out and those fish are then not giving time to recover. The other part about sustainability, or talking about fish that's good to eat, is the way that it's being caught. And we've chosen Hastings particularly because they have a little fleet of what we call day boats. And right behind me you can see some boats right up on the beach. They get sent out for the day and they go out for a few hours. They catch their fish in a variety of nets, and those nets are really important in the way that we look and catch fish. The guys down at Hastings make their own nets, and they put them out in a big shed. There's a lot of weaving and folding them together. The nets that they use down here are what are called 5-inch mesh, which is about 12.5 centimetres. Those mesh sizes means that the little fish can fold themselves up, post themselves through like a little letter in a letterbox, and it means that we don't catch any small fish. So small boats with a small fleet are very important. As part of our story, we chose to go out on a boat a little bit further around the coast from here, so you can actually see the fishermen bringing the nets back in. And we chose that boat, and they use a type of net called a trammel net. The trammel net is like a tennis court net, and what they do is they lay it across the seabed so that the fish swim into it, the little fish escape and the big fish get caught. We want to let the little fish escape so they have a chance to grow on and mature a little bit more and breed, which then creates the next bit of generation of fish for us to eat. One of the important parts of fishing down in Hastings is that we get a lot of fish like plaice and gurnard, and a little bit of mackerel when it's in season, and a little bit of cuttlefish when it's in season, and also sole. And all of these fish are very sustainable, and we're trying to encourage people to eat a little bit more of that type of fish. There are lots of different types of fishing, but this is a particularly good method because you've got a little boat, hasn't been out for long, they haven't caught lots and lots of fish, and they're using nets that are nice and big, so all the really, really little fish have got through. And it's one of the really good, what we call sustainable methods of fishing. It's just one method. The fishermen behind me are taking all the fish out of the nets and they're sorting it, putting some larger ones into boxes, and there's a group of them actually having to take them out of the nets themselves. They haven't got a huge amount of fish, there's just going to be a couple of boxes worth, and then they're going to take it up, walk it up the beach, take it up onto the fish market. There's a little fish market behind me, and there's also some little stands, little huts, and some of that fish will be laid out in the huts to sell to local people, which is if you live by the coast, that happens. You buy fish from the local fishermen. Once the fish has been brought off the beach, it comes in here and gets loads of ice put over it to keep it really cold, and then they grade the fish. What they do is they put the really valuable fish, things like Dover sole, they put it onto scales, and with those scales they then measure the weight and then they grade them. And it's important they do that, so when that goes to market, it sets a price for that fish. The smaller the fish, generally the less expensive it is, the larger it is, the more money it makes, and they're graded into size. In the box that we're looking at, we've got mackerel, we've got really, really fresh herring, we've got plaice, and we've also got some Dover sole or common sole, and we've got some turbot. And they're all straight off the boat today and all gleaming, gleaming fresh and very, very firm and stiff and really ready to go to market. When the fish arrives at Billingsgate Market, it comes in very early in the morning and the fish is unloaded from big, big lorries. We get fish from all around the world coming into Billingsgate. There's over 60 countries that import into the UK. And at Billingsgate you can get anything from 120 to 150 different types of fish each day. Down at Hastings, I've probably seen about 10 different types of fish this morning. So Billingsgate is a very, very large market based in London. It's very historical. You get lots of different businesses coming in. You're going to get fishmongers, fish fryers, restaurant chains. They all come in, buy their fish, choose it and take it away to cook it. A fishmonger knows how to handle their fish, so they understand how to keep it cold and they understand how long a fish can last. But for most people, when you're going in to buy fish, you need to find out when it was caught and you need to basically take it home and eat it within 24 hours. And fresh is good, fresh is better, but with each different fish has a different shelf life. The smell from a fish should be pleasant. It should remind you of the sea, or something like a woodiness to it, or a slight earthiness to it. Behind me, we've got one of the fish stands at Hastings Market, and the guys here are selling what's been caught today. We've got some gurnard, we've got plaice, and we've also got some whiting, which is exactly what I fancy for my supper. So I'm going to buy some here, take it home and cook it.
This one?
That'd be lovely.
That's 50p.
That's lovely, and could I have one of these plates as well? I'd like that garden back there.
Lovely.
Beautiful. We very rarely get them in such good a state of rigor mortis.
That's a pound.
That's brilliant. Fantastic.